Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Lysefjorden Mikrobryggeri, and it's a bottle of their red IPA coming in at 4.7% ABV. There's a look at the label. We've got a gold bottle cap on this one. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Lots of smoke on the opening. Again, I gotta thank my good friend Helge for sending the beer over there in Norway. Wow, look at this. Certainly looks like a red IPA, and my goodness me, the hops punching through from this beer is just absolutely mesmerising. So, as a red IPA, it's slightly hazy, lots of carbonation, it's a two-finger, slightly off-white head, but yes, it ticks all the boxes for a red ale. Look at that. Okay, aroma on the beer then. Wow! Stone the crows! Oh, do you know, I just love a red ale so much because they're just so juicy and fresh. It's like jumping in a punch bowl, fruit bowl full of punch, or what am I talking about? Let's dive in and give it a taste. Cheers. Wow, yeah, the aroma of the beer was absolutely fantastic. The taste of the beer, it's very drinkable. It's very drinkable, it's very hoppy. But it's juicy, it's fresh. It's got that kind of drinkability. It's almost like a lawnmower beer, as I call them. A beer that you would finish work or you finish mowing a lawn. You want to get home, you want to drink something that's going to refresh you. There's lots of kind of berry fruit in there. There's lots of tropical fruit going on in there. Your mangoes, a little bit of pear, pineapple, grapefruit. But it's super drinkable beer. The bitterness on the back end, it's more of a balanced bitterness. There's a lot of sweetness up front, but hold on, it's a longing bitterness. It's a bitterness that kind of waits and waits and waits, and then all of a sudden it kicks in right, pardon me, at the end of the palate. Pardon me. But a really juicy, fresh Norwegian style IPA. It's 4.7% ABV, so this beer has been designed to be amazingly drinkable. And I think as I'm drinking the beer, it's changing the feeling that I first had about the beer, because when you say IPA these days, and when you get big aromas, and you think IPA, you get that big kind of punchy aroma. You're thinking, right, okay, you're expecting almost like a medium mouthfeel, almost like a kind of a stickiness on the lips, and more of a kind of a goopiness as the beer goes down. But it's none of them things really. It's just a really aromatic, juicy, fresh, but refreshing taste. It's quite thin, and it's growing on me because I've had a long day and I need that little bit of kind of refreshing kind of tone to my beer today. Really good. Even the fruit flies like it. I've only opened it a couple of seconds ago. Right, so it looks like to be a bottle conditioned beer. What I like to do in my reviews is leave the sediment out for the first half of the review and then show you the second half of the review with the sediment in, or towards the end of the review. There it is. Don't be frightened if you bought a bottle of this, thought you liked the label, you bought it, you brought it home, you've cracked it and you poured the beer out and it looks like that. If you've done that and you're new to beer, don't worry, the beer is still drinkable, it's still super fresh, and I'll prove that to you now. Still very drinkable. It's the brewer. They've added yeast to the beer. The yeast is the second fermentation process where it carbonates the beer. But I'm going to rate it. I'm going to give this beer an 8 out of 10. Thank you to Helge for sending. 8 out of 10. Lovely beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.